Welcome back to the Save Lads. It is episode number 27 of our Bolton Wanderers FC 26 career mode. It's our fourth season in the Save and our third season now with Bolton Wanderers. I've had a day or so to sort of reflect what we actually did last season, because that is not normal. To get a team promoted from the Championship to the Premier League, and then in your first season in the Premier League, finishing in the top 5. Europa League football, of course, this season. So I had to take a moment to reflect on that, to digest that, because it might not happen again this season. But it's going to be a tougher season for us. But there's only one place to begin with. How much have the board given to us this season to spend? I think it should be more than last season. It is more than last season. 82 million there they have given to us. Quite generous from the board. We've got to improve certain areas, as we talked about in the last episode, and we've got to bring in better players, more competition, bigger squad to help us, stay competitive between the Premier League, the cup competitions, as well as the Europa League this season. And for the objectives of the season, they want us to finish mid-table in the Premier League, which is a continuation from last season's, reach the FA Cup round of 16, and in the Europa League, reach the league phase. I'm not sure if we have to go through the qualifying rounds, but if we don't have to, straight from the start, we would have achieved that objective. So not too bad for this season, I've got to say. I like to do this at the start of every season, and that is look at the teams promoted from the Championship. Coventry is one of those. That's nice. We've also got Leeds United and our former club, Leicester City, and that means we will have the Foxes and Trotters derby again this season. I'm looking forward to those games. It'll be a nice couple of games against Leicester this season. Now, this is going to sound a little bit of a surprise, but the first thing I'm going to do here is our loan signing with our option to buy for £7.5 million for Diego Rodriguez is to not settle that buy option. Instead, we will terminate it, not because I don't want to sign him, but because I feel like we could get him for a little bit cheaper, or maybe go for that loan to buy again this season, just to save a little bit in terms of our budget. It could be the wrong decision though. I might look stupid for doing so. But as we said at the end of last season, Josh Sheehan have submitted a transfer request there, which means we're going to have to let him go this season, our captain, and we will have to name a new captain going into this season. Now, we have got a lot of players being scouted already, a lot of free agents as well, almost a player in every position you can think of. We are scouting right now. I'm not quite sure who I want to sign yet, but there is one player I've already decided is going to be our first signing for this season, and it's the central attacking midfielder that have been on my shortlist now for almost a couple of seasons. It is Isaac Price, who is 78 rated, central attacking midfielder, but I'm trying to sign him to be the starting player in that right-sided midfield 3 position for us. I mean, he's got excellent physical, technical abilities. We haven't had the funds to be able to sign him in the last couple of seasons, but this season, with Europa League football, with £82 million to spend, we certainly can bring him in as our first signing of the new season. Let's get it sorted. I'll go for £12.5 million. I think he's just got the 1 year left on his contract right now. Oh my goodness, that is a reasonable offer. £12.5 million. I am a little bit surprised. I thought we could have got him close to the 15, but I wasn't expecting Michael Carrick and West Brom to accept £12.5 million. But this could be an absolute bargain, We're struggling right now to come to common grounds for the players' wages. I don't want to go up to that 46.5k they keep on asking for. At the moment, I mean, we have gone up to, we've accepted to give him his release clause, and we've gone up to £35 million. Him and his agents are refusing that so far. Let's go up to 38k. I don't mind bumping up the signing on bonus there to £1 million, considering we're signing him for way less than his market value. But 38k, that is a good enough on paper there to get the job done. And this is going to be our first signing. Release clause of £35.5 million or 35 million. That could be interesting moving forward. He gets the number 8 shirt as well. Isaac Price are right now the highest paid player at this football club, but that will change by the time we start giving the likes of Viper a new contract. But I'm so excited about this signing, £12.5 million. That is an absolute steal, in my opinion. I can't believe how cheap we've got him for this season. I'm trying to get our main deals done as early as possible before anyone gets there before us. Our record signing so far remains Nelson Viper, £19.5 million. And I don't see us breaking that this season. It might be close though for our next signing here, who I think it's going to be Charlie Hughes, the centre-back from Hull City, £15.5 million right now, his market value. The only reason I can think of why we will break that £19.5 million record signing for Viper is if we have to replace Viper, but I don't see him going anywhere this season. 78 rated centre-back, he'll slot in perfectly in that right-sided centre-back position. £15.5 million, we will have to pay a little bit more than that. This is what I mean. They've asked for 17.5 or 17.7 million pounds, and they still want the 10% sell-on clause. Maybe we can meet halfway here. 16.5 million, 10% sell-on clause, 17.4. Okay, not far away. We're getting closer now. Let's do 17 million pounds and a 10% sell-on clause. They're sticking to the 17.4. You know what? For the sake of 400k, we will accept that and we will get his contract, which shouldn't be an issue, sorted. If we manage to pull this one off, we would have spent almost half of our budget on 2 signings this season already. We will have to be a bit clever though with the remainder of the signing, but 35k in wages there, 600k in signing on bonus, and 800k for appearance bonus this season. It's not quite what I want, but they will sign the contract, our second signing for the season. One thing I like about this signing, by the way, is looking at some of his physical attributes, his pace, and some of his technical attributes. If we have to play him as a right back or even as a centre defensive midfielder, I don't think he will look out of place at all playing those 2 positions. But we will find out here shortly. He looks like a massive upgrade on Forino or the rest of the centre backs that we have got. To be honest, he will partner Isaac Toure this season, who is left-footed, and that will give us that balance. But in terms of his position, centre-back 78 rated, centre defensive midfielder 76 rated. I'm sure he'll be about 76 rated playing as a right back. Fantastic signing, and our second one for the season. Don't worry, lads, I haven't forgot about him. Diego Rodriguez on his debut, 2 goals against Bournemouth. We were always going to try and bring this player. I just wasn't willing to pay that £7.5 million because I think we could potentially be able to get him on loan again with another buy option, different terms this time. Or maybe if we can't, try to get him for a little bit cheaper. But we will try approach the loan. He's still available to get on a loan move. Now, this is genius from myself. Loan to buy, the option is going to be again, we will try and pay 50% of his wages if we can and keep him on that low wages for as long as possible. And in terms of the buy option though, £7.3 million at this time, which is less than we wanted to pay last season. But of course, the sell-on clause this time is a lot more, 28% there. You know what? I'm happy to accept that, because if I try to do anything silly here, they will immediately increase the price. You get that on a loan to buy. We will accept that, and he should join us, no problem. And we have got the confirmation then of the return of Diego Rodriguez. We were always going to try and bring him back again, like I said, and he's going to conclude his medical here pretty quickly, and another loan deal with an option to buy, this time for £7.3 million. That's the confirmation of Josh Sheehan as well. Heading, is he to Millwall here? This is the life of a footballer though. You get a bit older, you can no longer play on the highest level, and all of a sudden you have to make a decision whether you want to stay and accept a reduced role or whether you want to leave. In the case of Sheehan, he has decided here to join Millwall. It's a shame though, I really wanted to keep him, but with him not being able to play, or with him not being the first name on the team sheet anymore, clearly the player feels like it's best for him to, to join a different team where he can maybe still be a starting player. Good luck to him, Sheehan, for the remainder of his career. He was a fantastic servant for us, captain, leader, legend, and he leaves securing us from the Championship to the Premier League and Europa League football this season. Excellent, excellent player. As well as our skipper, Josh Sheehan, leaving, there have been a few more outgoings. There are just too many of them. I couldn't show you individually, otherwise it'll make the video unnecessarily too long. But Leo Perkins have joined Watford on a season-long loan. Stephen Master Cardiff on loan as well until the end of the season. Tawal, one of those players that have been crucial to us over the last couple of seasons to get us to this position where we are right now as a football club. He's joined Nice Machine for £1.5 million there, the Dutch side. Adam Charlton on loan to Norwich. You've got Musa Munoz to Queen's Park Rangers. He only just got his first professional contract at the end of last season. Richard Taylor have joined AVS Football, the Portuguese side, who we have done one or two business with in the past. I think over the last 2 or 3 seasons, we have done at least one deal with them, whether that's loan move or permanent sale. But Richard Taylor, £1.2 million, and so is Thierry Gale, £1.2 million. So the MLS, Cincinnati, Thierry Gale have joined, and McPherson have joined Watford on a season-long loan, and of course, Josh Sheehan joined Cardiff City. I thought it was Millwall, but it's actually Cardiff City for $900K there. With the signings of Charlie Hughes and of course Isaac Price, the starting 11 looks much better, but there's still work to do. And with all of those outgoings, we're still short right now, but we've still got a long way to go until the end of the transfer window. Yandul, I want to keep the first youth academy graduates to the first team. And this season, he's been out on loan for the last couple of seasons. He will get the opportunity to show what he can do. We will also need a backup goalkeeper. Right now, we've only got Goodman. Of course, we let Bonham leave at the end of last season. We didn't want to give him a new contract. We will need someone who is experienced and who is happy to sit on the bench and not play too many games this season. We will also need a player who is capable of playing from the left-hand side as well as up front. That way, we can give them a lot of game time. Charlie Taylor, man, I just love him. He's so good. He's really, really one of the most underrated player in this team. 74 rated, but he feels so much better than a 74 rated player. He does the job for us. There isn't the need to replace him just yet. And to be honest, even if I go out there and spend 15, 20 million to bring in a signing, I doubt they will give us the level of output we're getting from Taylor right now. 8 goals and 5 assists last season is incredible. So a player who can play on the left-hand side as well as up front. That way, we can guarantee them a lot of game time. That's the plan. 2 more, maybe 3 more signings before the transfer window closes. As much as we've been so focused on bringing in new signings this season, at the same time, we've got to also prioritize keeping the players who have been here and done it for us happy moving forward. And Philip Bungard is one of those players. 8 goals, 6 assists last season. Crucial player for us. The wages, though, he's asking for there is a little bit more than I'm willing to give him at this stage. Hopefully, we can both come to common ground. I think 35k is fair when it comes to his wages. 5 goals, easily achievable for 200k, and £1 million there in signing on bonus, considering he's got 3 years and a month or 11 months left in his current contract. I think that's fair, and it looks like him and his agents agree, and that's our first contract extension of the new season. Next on the line here is Lloyd Yandul. I have made a decision to keep the player this season, and what better way to show that we trust him than to give him a new contract. 11 months left in his current deal, but 4 years extension there. 10k in wages, 50k in signing on bonus, and to keep him hungry, 5 goals for 100k there. That could maybe get him his first car. He's still only 19 years of age. He should accept this one quite easily. It's not what they want, but a youngster who I've got huge hope for. He's got very good potential. Hopefully he will show that a bit this season, but we will be keeping him here for the next few seasons. Now, as we know, I'm expecting huge offers for that man, Nelson Viper. 18 Premier League goals last season. Aston Villa, though, as big of a football club as they are, we have got Europe this season. They don't have Europe, hence we can afford to easily say no to this one. I mean, unless we get something silly from like your Man Cities, Manchester United, and Real Madrid, Barcelona, which highly unlikely, but unless we do, that's the only time we might realistically need to sell him. But teams like Villa, not really. We can keep him for the season if that's the only thing we get. The plan right now is to bring in one more signing who can play out wide and be a backup striker to Nelson Viper. The likes of Willie Nonto and Mikey Moore, they are out of our price range at the moment, and both of those players will certainly be starters. We've got young striker here in Morgan, who I think can do a job out wide. £5.5 million. His wages, though, I'm put off by his wages. They're crazy wages for Chelsea. No surprise, Chelsea are a big club. You've got Jebison, who was a free agent, but it looks like we're a little bit too late here. He's joined Sevilla. We've got the likes of Marcos Fernandez, who is a striker, can also do a job out wide. He's a free agent right now. So want to consider Kelsey at 77 rated. Again, he would want to play a lot more games that I'm wanting to give this sort of profile of player that we're looking for. The likes of Doumbia, we've also got the likes of Jay Robinson and Ryan Coley. Both of those players are amongst my first three options since looking at one or two of these players. The likes of Coley might just be perfect for that role. The fact that he's not only have a decent finishing, he's also got decent crossing, a quality that I do like in our wide player. Playing for Queen's Park Rangers at the moment, Jay Robinson is exactly the other one. He's got decent enough crossing there to play out wide. He's got pace to play up front and out wide. But I think the player that we're going to go for here, now I love the Moneyball signings, as you can tell from a couple of players that we've already signed, and Bungard being one of them. Now he's a centre attacking midfielder at the moment, Wang Yudong. Now I've never signed a player from China, by the way. In all the times I've been playing FCs, I've never signed a player from China. He's a centre attacking midfielder who can play up front and out wide. He's got a lot of pace. He's got some decent technical qualities there. Dribbling is very good. His crossing is not quite the best. But I think if we sign this player, convert him to a left winger, straight away he improves to maybe 72, 73 rated, and he can do a job for us up front. He's also 6 foot. He's got really good finishing, 78 finishing, which is crazy for a central attacking midfielder. Now, this, I think, is the perfect option to go for. We don't have to spend too much in terms of the market value there. We don't have to spend too much in his wages. Let's get this one sorted. I know some of you are probably thinking right now, you're crazy, mate. All of those quality players you had there, you decided to go with a 70 rated player. But trust me in this one, I think I know what I'm doing. I mean, I don't think we've had any misses so far in terms of the signings that we have brought in. They've all been really good signings that have joined us in the last couple of seasons. But £2.3 million is actually a lot more than his market value there, which is good. I'll go for £2.2 million, save a bit of money. It's a reasonable offer. We will go on and sort out the contracts for the player. Now, one of the good things about these type of players is, look at that, he's accepted a sporadic squad role, and if it doesn't work out, you can always send them out on loan, and even if you do end up selling them, you will make your money back quite easily. He's only going to get better, being only 21 years of age, but of course, he was always going to accept that contract, 15k in wages, which was a little bit more than I was willing to give to him. But to be fair, considering we've signed him for less than his market value, I think that deal makes sense. And also, when you make signings like this, you know, these are known talents and it works out for you, you feel so much prouder the fact that you have just picked out a hidden gem out of nowhere and they've ended up being really good for you. But Paul Fox there, as we saw, joining Luton Town. Wang Yudong, what a name though. Let's see if he improves playing from out wide. Okay, it's only giving us the option as a central attacking midfielder, which, to be honest, we don't play in this in our system. So he's only going to play either box-to-box midfield, out wide, or up front for us. But only time will tell if he's good enough. Ladies and gents, let's get ready to rumble our first Premier League game of the new season. It is at the Toughsheet Community Stadium. It looks like Everton have got themselves a new gaffer as well. Strangely enough, this fixture last season, we lost the home one and we won the away one, which was one of the easiest wins for us last season at the Hill Dickinson Stadium, the new Everton Stadium. I believe that's what it's called. I'm not quite sure what to expect here. But in the departure of Sheehan, our captain, we've got a new captain for the season, and it's going to be that man, Xavier Simons, our centre defensive midfielder, so important to us last season. The two new signings, as well as our loan signing again this season, starts this one. Charlie Hughes starts in the right-sided centre-back position. We have got, of course, as we know, Diego Rodriguez starts in the midfield, as well as that man there, Isaac Price, starting in the right-sided box-to-box midfield role. Aubrey did score a couple of goals against us in this fixture last season. It's going to be a difficult one. So far, it's been quite sloppy in the opening 22 minutes here. As you'd expect, first game of the season, no pre-season, and the players are a little bit sloppy right now, still trying to get the rhythm back going this season. But Everton have started quite well. Ilman Njaya with a cross to the far post. But Goodman, we're going to need him again this season, man. Last season, I thought he should have definitely got into the team of the season. Of course, Golden Gloves winner, most clean sheets in the Premier League for a goalkeeper. And he still did not get into that team of the season. We've moved the ball quite well there. But I think it's gone too early. Philip Bungard, he's been caught offside. We just have to get back our rhythm. This game is too early. I mean, our two new signings as well. It's going to take them a few games to get used to how we like to play, especially Isaac Price. It's not just the normal box-to-box midfield role. It's the fact that we want him to drift out wide whenever possible. Big save! And Clayton Taylor makes it 1-0. And what a pass that was, by the way, from Diego Rodriguez. I mean, this is why I don't want to replace him in the starting 11, man. He might only be 74 rated, but he plays so much better than that. Clayton Taylor, big save from the goalkeeper, but he had an easy tap in after that to put us 1-0 up. Halfway through the first half here, it looks like, and a very, very good start to the new season. In that goal, at times, the way we carve Everton open for that goal, it's strange, because for most of this game, when we have attacked, oh, that's a good ball, Leniora is going to get there first. When we have attacked most of the time in this game so far, Everton have sat deep. So I was a little bit surprised on the occasion when we did score that goal. They were playing the high line. The number 11 there that have just been substituted, Fusini, he was one of the players that I scouted going into this season. He was actually a free agent, but he's not had the best of debut here. He's been hooked early in the second half. We've still got a long way to go. A second goal would be nice. Over the top again. It's been cleared. Can we win possession? Begval, how the hell has he won that header twice then? In front of so many white shirts that should have got there before him. Bayuku back to the goalkeeper. It's not been the most exciting game, has it? It's been both teams just cancelling each other out most of the time. But Everton sloppy in possession there. And I think that was Bayuku stepping up to win possession for us. Thierry Small doing what he does best on that left-hand side. Pace, power, driving forward. We've got to work it now down to the right-hand side. Bungard finds Bayuku, who is going to square that one for Clayton Taylor's second goal of the season. Now that is Vinny Ball there. Fantastic football. Bayuku, the man who won possession back for us, managed to play through ball there to him again. Look at the space he had there. Look at the space to pick his head up, find a spare man in the box. Clayton Taylor with his second goal of the game, second goal of the new season already. I mean, I'm expecting bigger things from him. 8 goals he scored last season. Maybe can he make it 10 plus goals this season? Only time will tell. But a couple of substitutions there. A new signing, you don't coming on, and we also have on the right hand side. We've also substituted Bungard, and we have brought in a youth academy graduate there. Come on, can we go for the third? As much as it's not been the most entertaining game in the world that you will see, when we have had our chances, we've took it. Yondel, oh, he's just gone too early. He could have well got on there to score his first professional goal in the Bolton Wanderers shirt. That's it. That is it. 2-0 victory for us. Very crucial that we started the new season positively. I think in our next few games that we will play in the league, Everton is probably, on paper anyway, the easier team. There's no easy games in the Premier League, don't get me wrong. But given our next few fixtures, this is probably the one that I thought if we were to get anything from the game, it had to be this one. Good start. And it starts in the season with a win, a clean sheet in front of the home fans, and sitting in the top 3 right now. Still a lot of games to go in the Premier League season, as we know. We've got the cup competitions, which will be coming up soon, and we've got the Europa League this season. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough, but in the next episode, we will bring in hopefully 2, maybe 3 signings, or maybe 1 or 2. I'm not quite sure. We will see how and we get on in the next few games, and that would allow me to make a decision on whether we want 1, 2, or 3 more signings. Certainly, a backup goalkeeper is gonna be one of those signings in the next episode to Goodman. But smash a like on the video if you have enjoyed this one, and of course, subscribe to the channel if you're new to it. And I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.